Hello, my name is Gerardo Andrade, and in the following video, we will go step by step through how to configure and create an RMB option within a P21 module to generate a CSV file using the Web Visual Rule tool. To begin, we will log into P21. Once inside, we need to verify that the business rule options are active. To do this, we go to System Settings and navigate to the Expanded System Setup option. Then we go to the Files and Folders option, and we need to ensure that the Use DynaChange Rules checkbox is active. Once this is verified, we can go to the module where we will implement our Web Visual Rule. In this case, the module will be Invoice Report. We open the module, and the Invoice Report screen will appear. The next step is to create the RMB option on our Invoice Report screen to execute the functionality of our Web Visual Rule. We right-click on the screen and go to the DynaChange option. Within the options that appear, we will go to DynaChange Rules and click on Create RMB Rules. The RMB Designer window will appear, and we will need to fill out the following fields: name, display name, which is the name that will appear in the list, a brief description, and sequence. In this case, since it's the only option, it will have a value of 1. In the business rule name column, we specify which process will be executed. We click on the arrow that appears, and when clicked, the new business rule screen will appear. These are the options available within the DLL files configured in our system. Since we are configuring a Web Visual Rule, we will click on the New Web Visual Rule checkbox and go to the Field Selector tab. Inside this tab, we search for the option we will work with. In this case, invoice number, since it is required for our rule. We click Select It, and then Triggers Rule. After this, we move to the Manage Permission tab, where you can specify which users can use this rule or assign it to roles. In our case, we will enable it for all users by leaving the Enable Business Rule for All Users checkbox selected by default. Next, we proceed to the Configuration Options tab. As we can see, the rule type is already set by default. Since this is a Web Visual Rule, we need to select the Multi-Row checkbox. After selecting it, we will define the URL of our Web Visual Rule. Click to add it. In my case, it was previously configured. Here you will specify the URL of the server where your Web Visual Rule is hosted. Once you define your URL, click Save and then OK. You will receive a success message, and now it's time to test the functionality. To do this, we must fill in the invoice number field with an invoice loaded into the system. After that, right-click anywhere on the Invoice Report screen. As we can see, our RMB option now appears. Click it, and it will link to the Web Visual Rule screen. This interface is part of our external server. As we can see, it retrieves the invoice number information and transfers it to this field. We then click the Generate CSV button, and as we can see, we receive a message from our Web Visual Rule confirming that the file was created successfully. To verify this, I will go to the folder specified in my Web Visual Rule logic where the generated files are saved. As we can see, the file is there. These are some data extracted directly from the invoice information. With this, we conclude the video. I hope these steps were helpful for creating an RMB option linked to a Web Visual Rule. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content like this. See you soon.